Hey everybody, welcome back to FoxCrownGaming. Today we're going to be doing our first video review for which we chose Chivalry Medieval Warfare. Chivalry is a game that is in the same vein as any modern shooter, with team-based modes, free-for-all, and one-on-one dueling game types. What makes this game different from all the others is that instead of using guns to kill each other, you'll be dismembering other players with blades. If that sounds like, I don't know, Skyrim PvP to you, you wouldn't be too far off. You see, at the beginning of each match, you choose your class, either Archer, Man-at-Arms, Vanguard, or Knight. Each has their own special skills and weapons to choose from. This is much like picking a loadout in any multiplayer shooter. You are then thrown to your chosen game mode as either a red guy, the Mason Order, or a blue guy, the Agatha Knights. There are several game types to choose from as well, and you operate differently in each mode. The modes include Team Objective, King of the Hill, Free-for-all, Team Deathmatch, Last Team Standing, and Duel. The visuals are generally decent. The game looks pretty polished and was created using the Unreal Engine 3, so it's not ugly by any means. The motion blur when your character turns is a nice touch, and when you're fighting multiple enemies it really adds to the feeling of realism as you quickly turn back and forth to try and face your multiple attackers, which, by the way, is really tough to do successfully. The sound is probably my favorite part of this game. The soundtrack is epic and it just sounds like you're actually on a battlefield. The inclusion of the ability to battle cry while you're stationary or running was a really nice touch, and as you swing your weapons at enemies or get hit yourself, there are very satisfying collision sounds and nice grunts for being hit and death, though sometimes the battle cries can get a little insane. The gameplay is where the game really shines. It's very polished feeling, and the game includes a training mode for new players to try and get them acquainted with blocking, combos, and other techniques that are very necessary for the multiplayer gameplay. It doesn't include a single-player campaign, but there are bots to fight in almost every mode, and the game is clearly not designed to be a single-player experience anyway. The classes all feel relatively balanced with the exception of the Archer's crossbow, which can be incredibly useful, but when the long reload animation begins to play after you've chosen to hit R to reload, there's no way to cancel out of it, and often I found myself dying by ambush that I couldn't see because my camera was locked down. This may be considered fair by many players, considering archers are the only class with a ranged weapon as their main, but I saw enough complaints in the chat while I was playing that I felt it was worth bringing up. Overall, I would say that Chivalry is a fantastic multiplayer experience, and I would rate it a must-play to fans of the Elder Scrolls series who are looking for something more multiplayer, and even to fans of Call of Duty or Team Fortress or really any other modern multiplayer shooter who are just looking for a different spin on the kind of games that they like to play. Chivalry Medieval Warfare gets 4 crowns out of 5.